going to look at stripping and terminating MICC, mineral insulated copper clad cable, otherwise known as pyro. So we're going to need a variety of tools. There are 3 ways to strip it. We can strip pyro using a joist stripper, using a rotary stripping tool, or we can strip it using a key in the same way as you would in something like a tin of corned beef. To strip the outer casing with a joist stripper, or any of them, first we need to decide how far or how much of the outer covering we need to remove. So that's going to allow then for the length of conductor we need. So the length of conductor exposed to make the connections and the gland body. So if we're going to say we'll ring this cable off and remove this outer covering, and then you can see the copper casing, so hence the copper clad name. So this is 2L1.5, so this is 2 core lightweight copper 1.5 mil inner conductors. Before we do any stripping of MICC, we're going to put a little bit of lubricant on the outside, and then with the joist stripper, this is already set and been selected at 2L1.5. Different size cables are selected by moving the outer barrel, and then that will align the stripping knife blade with the correct size. So we're already set up for 2L1.5, and we're going to press the tool on, and then as we rotate the tool, it will start to strip the outer casing away. You can see it starts to expose our inner conductors, and the magnesium oxide, so the mineral insulation inside, also comes out. And we can strip that. We can remove excess just to keep the sharp edges out of the way. When we reach down to a point where we're reaching the limit of where we want to strip, if we hold the cable with some pliers and keep rotating the tool, that will clear off, that will cut off a nice crisp edge. That will take us to a point where we've removed the outer cladding and we've got a nice round edge ready to put our pot on. Using the rotary stripping tool, again, we've removed the outer protective covering and exposing the copper cladding that we need to remove. We're going to put a little bit more lubrication on our copper cladding, and the rotary tool can be adjusted so that the mineral cable sits behind the cutting head, so it holds in place. But as we then apply pressure and start to rotate the tool, we can see that it strips the outer protection. So it removes the copper cladding, exposing our inner conductors. Again, if we get excessive, we can trim that off to remove any sharp edges. And then in the same way as we did with the joist stripper, we hold the cable with pliers and rotate it against the pliers, we get a nice smooth end to the cladding. We've removed all the magnesium oxide and our conductors are still nice and straight, ready for us to put the pot on.